Well, hello there everybody, it's your nerdy birdie, aka Tink, here bringing you another episode of our Pokemon Let's Play of Sage. We are doing a Nuzlocke through this game, and as you can see, I have updated the layout there on the left, and so we have our starter Kidling, we have Cub-Zero, and we have Peblosa on our team so far. And it was a very exciting first episode. There was a Pokemon thief afoot, and as you can see, I figured out how to toggle my auto run, so we've got that going on now. And I did go ahead, and you'll see here off screen, do a bit of grinding. So I wanted everybody up to level 10, and oh, look at that, hail is falling now. I felt like that was a good level to get everybody to, and look at that Peblosa with the stab on Scratch, just getting the one hit KO. So I actually went down to the cave that we came out of in the last episode, and I did my grinding there. So, I'm not planning on including the grinding montages, but I guess if people are very adamant that in order to be transparent in the Nuzlocke that I should include those, then I'll consider it, but it's just a significant more amount of work for me to do, I guess. But I should go ahead and do a couple of things here. The first, I want to run down here and see if, ooh, awesome. We got a potion. Looks like that rock would have something on it. And I wanted to mention that off screen we did get our Pokegear, which I haven't even checked out. Okay, so here we have that, and so we get our map, the radio, and our phone. So it looks like we can call Professor Mangrove and call home. So actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and check out the map really quickly. Okay, so we're starting up at the very top, which normally in a Pokemon game we would be starting somewhere down here. So I don't know exactly where we'll be going on our adventure, but that gives us sort of an idea. So I'll go ahead and show the Pokemon off here really quickly since I did do the grinding. So Peblosa found a couple of super potions with its pickup ability, and it learned Lick, so giving us a little bit of type diversity there. And I don't think that Kidling learned anything new. Well, I guess it learned Odor Sleuth. And then, oops, Cub-Zero did actually learn a new move, so I want to show that off really quickly. So our Cub-Zero here learned Ice Shard, so giving it a nice stab move. Unfortunately, most of the things that we've been facing off against so far have been ice types, so it's not particularly useful yet, but I get something like this Harpy, which I'm guessing is a normal type. It would be very handy indeed. But let's go ahead and just knock this guy out, probably get another 10 experience points or something like that. So the Pokemon in the cave, if you'll remember in the last episode, were a little bit higher level, so they were decent to train on. And then we're just gonna run into another little Harpy here, which we know at this point that we can one-shot. I mean, Peblosa getting that stab was really taking things down left and right, so its attack is pretty high, making it a pretty nice Pokemon to have on the team. So I think we're headed back now into Trimmeltown, if I remember correctly. Yes, Trimmeltown. And looks like we can go up this way, and we can talk to everybody here. So yeah, the more badges you get, the more items you can buy. Okay, and I'm gonna turn off our auto run there while we're in this new city. Let's talk to these folks, see what they have to say. Teaching a child isn't easy, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Well, that sounds like a good mom there. And then we can go and talk to her daughter here. My mom teaches me from home. Sometimes I wish I went to real school, though. Yeah, I can understand that. I was not homeschooled, but you know what? I hope that you're getting a great education if you are someone who is homeschooled. So, our shop doesn't have much variety. Well, it sounds like the shop would have more variety if she and I had more badges, but as we currently have no badges, we're kind of at the mercy of just buying Pokeballs and potions. Oh, look at this. I think we went in here last time and talked to this Capic. Or no, it was a different house. I never got very far in my Pokemon journey when I was young, but the friends I made will stay with me forever. But you know what? Pokemon has brought a lot of friends into my life as well. Let's talk to this guy. I wish I had a hat to cover up my bald head, or at least a Capic to sit on top of it. Oh, that would be very cute. I want a Capic. We'll switch out our cap for a Capic. That'd be cute. The weather gets more temperate the further down the mountain you go. Must be nice to live somewhere that doesn't have a lot of snow. Okay, so very good. We're getting kind of a reverse region here than what we normally would. So our Pokemon are pretty much at full health. I believe this is the house that we went into last time, but I'll go ahead and run in here really quickly. Oh, actually, I don't remember. Oh yes, this was the house that had a lot of people living in it, and they talked about how messy it is. So it looks like we can run down here, and there is a cave that we could potentially explore. And here's a Pokeball. I love how the Pokeballs have these little snow covers on them. It's very cute. We can talk to this little boy and see what he has to say. Dad and Grandpa are always tired when they get home from the mines. Oh yes, and I think we saw something that looked like construction gear up to the north, so maybe that has something to do with the mines. As a lumberjack, I don't get much work anymore. Most people burn coal to keep warm nowadays. Ooh, well, but how much coal is really left on planet Earth? I guess that this region maybe isn't on planet Earth. Maybe it's on like Earth 2 or something, and they don't have to worry about burning up all of their fossil fuels. So I wonder what happens if we go in here into Downward Cave, which is a new area, so we can get a new encounter in here. So it looks like there's a trainer, so I'm actually going to run out of here. I have no idea what level any of the Pokemon are or anything. And let's head up north because I'm pretty curious to see if there's something in that area that we need to be doing. I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go. It looks like when we were looking at the map though that the majority of everything is going to be down south, so this could just be a little... Ooh, look at those Pokemon. Those look interesting. He has the type advantage, but I'm prepared. My Pokemon is holding a berry that protects him from super effective moves. Here, try this in your next battle. Awesome, so we're going to get a Yachi Berry, which I do believe lessens the attack of a super effective Ice-type move. So there's a Coblin, and then whatever this thing is here, a Minorak. Kirku! We're battling to pass the time. I'll finish him off with a super effective new move. Well, little does he know, but that super effective move is probably not going to be super effective. Can't you see I'm trying to take a nap? Buzz off. Okay, well... We can't work right now because the police are investigating in the mine. If I get the day off, they can stay in there as long as they want. So I wonder if that has something to do... Well, you can get a manicure, dude. Manicures are for dudes and chicks and everybody in between. It's not gender-based. So that's really interesting. It does look like the mine is going to be up this way, and police activity makes it sound like in the last episode, our rival's Pokemon was actually stolen. And I wonder if there's going to be a hidden item on one of these two things. Nope, doesn't seem to be so. But then the professor just gave him the other Pokemon, which seems a little bit strange. Like, shouldn't you maybe wait and see if you could get it back? Instead of just giving him the other Pokemon, but hey, whatever, that's fine. Just he was talking about how super rare these Pokemon that we have are, and you'd think that he would want to keep one for himself or something. Normally in the Pokemon games, the starter Pokemon is going to be something, and that looks like a little Coblin up there, that thing that guy was battling with. But they're just the starter Pokemon that everybody kind of gets in the region. But in this one, we got a super rare Pokemon. My Pokemon helps me out when I'm digging up coal, makes my job much easier. Very cool. So I wonder if in here we will be able to get another object. It looks like we can't cross that water at all. When I was clicking on it, I was getting the nuh-uh kind of thing. And it looks like our encounter for this route is going to be a Minorak, which is kind of terrifying looking. I have no idea what type this is. Let's go ahead and see if we can lick it. It might be normal bug, it might be rock bug. It looks like some kind of bug, and awesome, we did get the paralysis off on this thing. That's what I was hoping for. So we can go ahead and keep licking it, get it to tack down a little bit more. And it's paralyzed, it can't move. Hopefully we're not going to get a crit here. Hopefully we'll just lower its attack a little bit more. Very nice. That leech life shouldn't do too much to us, and I'm kind of wondering if we don't catch this thing with a Pokeball, we may be able, if it keeps using leech life, to go ahead and just attack it one more time. But let's see if it has a pretty high catch rate and then we can catch it. I always say high catch rate because like high means increasing chances of catching, but I don't know, I always get those two confused. Okay, so it's a bug ground type, so that's pretty awesome. Minorak digs elaborate tunnels to confuse its prey. Its constant search for gemstones also makes it a valuable companion for treasure hunters. Well, very cool. We're not going to nickname it, so I can learn all the names. We can learn all the names together, but I'm very excited to have a new team member. Gives us 4 Pokemon so far that we have on our team. Pretty soon we'll actually have enough Pokemon. Oh, and there's that Coblin. That looks pretty cool. I wonder what that thing is. But pretty soon we're going to have enough Pokemon that will hopefully, I mean, knock on wood, if everybody stays alive and healthy, that we'll be able to choose who we want to have on our team. I mean, I love the guys that we're rocking with so far, and Minorak is a great addition to the team as well. And look at that, this one's only level 4, so it makes me happy that we got the one that we got. But I wonder if this thing has Arena Trap or something, because we can't run away from it. So let's go ahead and scratch it. Oh yeah, that does a nice, good bit of attack there. And I think we'll go ahead and check out our new Minorak friend and see what types of attacks and everything that it's rocking with, and what its ability is, because I'm wondering if it also has that Arena Trap-like thing. Alright, summary. So Minorak, as we already knew, bug and ground, hardy nature, so that's not gonna raise or lower any of it's just a static nature. And then often doses off is gonna raise its HP, which is pretty good. So it looks like we've got another physical attacking Pokemon. Its special defense isn't the greatest. It's got Arena Trap, so putting it in front would make it a little bit difficult to train with, just because then we can't run away from anything. We've got to battle everything that we run into. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it where it is for now, in the back of the party. And I wonder if we're supposed to be in here, because I did see those police officers a way back, and I wonder if we were supposed to be doing, talking to them or doing something, but I don't know. Maybe we can run in here and see if there's anything. Oh, so it looks like it just took us in a little loop. Okay, so we can talk to this person. We're still searching for the bandit. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please report it. How much longer do we have to stand here? We haven't found any. I mean, we're hard at work trying to find the bandit to keep you safe. Okay, sounds like it. The tracks are safe to walk on, but it's a lot more fun to ride in the carts. Don't let my boss know I told you that. And we are going to be battling him now. Okay, that's fine. So he's gonna have a Coblin. Again, not really sure what this thing is, but we'll just go ahead and scratch it, and hopefully that'll do enough damage. Oh yeah, okay, so I don't like that this thing is howling, but hopefully we'll just be able to take it down here with another scratch. And looks like indeed we do. Very nice. Okay, and then let's see what he's got next. He's gonna have a Cub-Zero, okay? And looks like, did my game freeze here? Uh-oh. Nope, it's working now. Okay, we will go ahead and switch though, just because we've got our little kidling here who's going to be super effective against this thing. So I'll have to be careful with our Minorak, because we're not going to be wanting to take on any ice types with that thing. So in this area it may not be the best, but you know, bug ground, that's an interesting typing, so that'll definitely be something unique to have on the team here. So that guy said that we can hop in these mine carts, I think, so we'll try that after we wrap this battle up, and very nice, gonna get a nice little bit of experience. Defeated Hiker Deem. Be careful not to fall off the tracks. Got $240 for defeating him. So, would you like to ride in the cart? Absolutely, why not? This is fun. Okay. Well, there we go. And, you sure have come far in, kid. I hope you have a way out. Well, I'm pretty sure that we can just hop right back in that minecart. Miner Chris wants to battle now. Peblosa. His Peblosa is level 7 there. I think that our Peblosa will be the greater Peblosa in this battle. Ooh, he got a nice crit on us there. Nice for him, not nice for us. Alright, but we do go ahead and take him down. And then we're going to get Peblosa to level up here. Very, very nice. Let's see what his second Pokemon, it's going to be Minorak. So you know what we're going to do here? We're going to send out our own Cub-Zero to take this thing down. And here it is, Minorak. You know what? It's kind of growing on me. It's pretty cute. I like that little gem that it's got on its forehead. It looks like a topaz or something like that. And it looks like it has kind of like a snail shell or something on its back. So definitely, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And we do defeat him. An escape rope comes in handy if you get lost. Well, thankfully, we have found a couple of those. So let's grab this handy dandy item. And just as he was telling us about, we're going to grab an escape rope. I'm going to go ahead and put somebody else in the front. Let's go ahead and put Kidling up front, just because Peblosa did get a level up. It's now our strongest Pokemon. And of course, we couldn't get back to the cart without running into something here. Just a level 4 Peblosa. So I'm going to go ahead and just run from this thing. And then I'm not sure if there's too much else that we can do in this mine here. I wonder if we'll go on this other track, head down. Nope. So maybe there's some way. Oh yeah, you can change this lever. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it's really going to get us anywhere else. But yeah, here we go. So I'm wondering if there's an item somewhere. Oh wow, we found a Stardust. That's pretty awesome. So now I know that I should be checking all of those little dust piles or coal piles, whatever you want to call them. So we don't have rock climb, so I don't think that we can do anything else in this area at this time. So I guess we'll go ahead and make our way back, but I do want to run in here just really quickly, go up this ladder, and then since we were able to find out that there was something on that last mound, let's get, another encounter really quickly, and then we can see if there's something on this mound of coal as well, because that would be great. But I guess at this point we can't really find the individual that they were talking about yet, who stole the Pokemon from that guy, who looked like he was wearing a big poncho or something like that when we saw that little shadow of him. And he's definitely, I'm sure, going to be another major character, maybe a rival more like Silver or Gary or something. Silver stole a Pokemon in Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Crystal. Yeah, and it looks like there's not really much of anything else for us to do here, although maybe we can go in this downward door really quickly, and there may be a little bit more of this cave that we can explore, and I think that our Pokemon are doing okay on health, and we do have some potions and everything at this point, so yeah, like that, we're gonna find some other items. So that was the one that we saw at the very, beginning of the mine when we first came in, but I'm guessing that we're going to have to come back here when we have surf or something like that. And then there's another Minorak. I'm really glad we ran into the one that's level 6, because as you can see, this one is only level 4. Oh yes, and I think that it has Arena Trap, so we're not the best matchup against this thing. Well, I guess it is bug type, so I could just go ahead and fire off an Ember here to finish it off, and it's gonna get just a tiny little bit of HP back, or we'll just go for another tackle because I was clicking too quickly. So we still took it down. Very nice. So like I said, Arena Trap, I'm not super excited about that, just because when we send Minorak into a battle, we're not going to be able to run from anything, whatever it is. We will be able to, of course, switch it out. But if we run into something pretty strong, yep, and here we go again. So it looks like this thing probably just has Arena Trap as its ability. But yeah, I'm just not wanting anything to happen to our little Minorak, because I think in certain situations, it's definitely going to be a really strong Pokemon to have on the team, but in other situations, definitely not going to be the greatest. So there's another little level 6 one, also a female, just like ours. We can't run from it, which I keep forgetting, but we'll go ahead and Ember again here. Hopefully take it down in one hit. Yes, very nice. Alright, so we can get out of this cave, or the coal mine, excuse me. And then I think our next step is going to be to go through Downward Cave, if I'm remembering the name of that properly. Let's go ahead and just check really quickly. I want to see if Peblosa has indeed picked up another item. So let's go ahead and take that from it. And we got an antidote, which is really nice because since we can't buy any items yet, other than Pokeballs and potions, Peblosa's little ability is going to be really nice for us. And I know this is going to sound like super morbid, but especially if it ends up being our HM slave, we will still be picking up items from Peblosa, even if it rest in pieces, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen to any of the Pokemon on our team because they are all too adorable and wonderful for anything at all to happen to them. So, you know what? I think at this point we healed up our little Minorak friend, so let's go ahead and switch her into spot number 1. And then we'll head into the cave. Hopefully things are not going to be too highly leveled yet. That's why I did a little grinding off screen. I hope that I'm not over leveled in any capacity. I mean, we definitely have been stronger than everything so far, but I think we'll be okay. So she's gonna say, "Where's my repel?" I can't even remember. I don't even think we can buy any repel at this point. So let's see, what do we have? A Rapid Spin, Scratch, Leech Life, and String Shot, and we're the same level as this little Capig. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just switch out to our friend Peblosa here, because I think it'll be able to take this thing down pretty quickly without a problem. So he's gonna go for a Defense Curl. All of our Pokemon right now are physical attackers, and I don't even think we have any special moves except for Ember on Kidling, and Kidling does actually have a decent special attack stat, but yeah, so far pretty much we're going to be relying on a pretty heavy physical attack. So there we go, Minorak going to get some nice experience. Will we change Pokemon? Yes, let's go ahead and send in our friend Kidling to take down this little Cub-Zero. I really hate battling any Cub-Zeros and having to make them faint because they're just so adorable and precious, and we have one on our team, so why in the world would I want to faint one? And it's actually going to survive our Ember. Pretty impressive there, little Cub-Zero. But number 2 Ember is going to take it down, and I think we're even going to get a level up off of this. So I was thinking, you know how we can have Pokemon follow us in this game here. I was thinking that perhaps next time, wow, she was kind of rude to us, that next episode we can have one of our other friends follow us, and I kind of have an idea of who I would like for that to be, but if you would like to leave a comment on who you would like to see following us, then please do, because I will definitely take that into consideration. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess switch out. I wish we had a nice fighting type move, but we don't so far, but we'll go ahead and send in Cub-Zero here and see if we can't take this thing down and get some our little Minorak a little bit more experience here. So this thing's gonna scratch us, not do too much damage. I'm gonna click on the wrong button because, you know, gotta go through this a little bit too quickly, and I'll be able to show off our Ice Shard here. So that did a nice amount of attack there. We almost got the one shot off on this thing, and I'm hoping that one scratch, if we can actually hit one, we'll go ahead and take down Peblosa. And he's just gonna harden up away, raise his defense, but you know what, buddy? You still only have 2 HP or 1 HP left at the end of the day, so I don't think you're gonna be doing too much for us. So I'm not worried, even if this guy gets a crit, which he's not even gonna get the chance to. We're gonna just take him down. Minorak only gonna get 20 experience there, and as soon as I switched out, you know, I could have definitely run from anything that we ran into, but that's okay. And you know what? I just realized that we've had our first encounter in here, and I completely forgot that we were going to be catching something, so we just completely missed out on catching something in Downward Cave. So, whoops, there's this, but it doesn't look like we're running into anything too terribly different so far, so we'll just go ahead and attack this Panglyph here and get the one shot off on it. And man, I can't even remember. I know that we already have a Peblosa, so that wouldn't have been anything that we could have added to the team, and we will go ahead and teach our Minorak something here. Sand Tomb. Let's go ahead and get rid of Rapid Spin, because I doubt that anybody's going to be using hazards for quite some time, and I wanted to see if there was going to be a hidden item on one of these things. It just looks like a place where there would be a hidden item. So there's another Cub-Zero, definitely not something due to Dupe's Claws. Oh yeah, so, you know, I talked about the Nuzlocke rules, and yes, we got a Repel. I think we found that girl's Repel. I talked about the Nuzlocke rules before, and we are trying to catch every Pokemon on every route, which obviously messed this one up. And this makes me nervous having Minorak in front against that thing, so we'll go ahead and switch into Kidling here. But another one of the rules is that Dupe's Claws, or it's not a rule, it's a clause, and so you can either follow it or not, depending on how you like to play. But it's where if you run into repeat Pokemon on a route, you don't have to catch them, because it's duplicate. So I definitely like to play by that rule. So I can't remember if we could have caught that Panglyph, but oh well. I definitely don't want to mess up at all. So we'll go ahead and take another Super Potion from Peblosa. That's going to come in really handy. So he's trying to punch through this stone, but it's like trying to punch through his rock-hard abs. So he's going to give us a hard stone. So actually, let's take a look at that, because I think that could be handy to give to one of our Pokemon here. And where are we going to find it? Oh yeah, we can sell that Stardust too. So let's go ahead and give this to our Peblosa. Nope, never mind, I'm not going to do that yet, because one, Peblosa doesn't have any rock type moves quite yet. I keep thinking it's a rock type because it totally looks like a rock or ground type, but it's not, it's just a normal type so far. But let's go ahead and Sand Tomb this thing. I'd like to see if our little Minorak might be able to take this guy down. It is 3 levels above it. But yeah, so as I was saying, if we give our Peblosa that item, it also can't use its lovely pickup ability and find items for us. So until it gets any rock type moves, if it does get any rock type moves, I'm not going to do that. And let's try and use Sand Tomb here again, maybe take this thing down. Nope, not quite, but we're getting close. Sand Tomb should take it out by itself even if we don't land another attack. And if our Minorak ends up learning a rock type attack, then we can also give that little hardstone to hit it too. But so far we don't really have anyone who can make use of that. But I'm guessing that it's going to come in handy if they're giving it to us early game. But there we go. There goes the Peblosa. Took down the enemy. It took a little bit there, but we definitely managed to do it. All right, let's see who this trainer is here. But not before we run into another Peblosa. So, if that thing was a rock type, this Sand Tomb would be super effective, which would be really, really nice, but not going to be happening so far. And I think that we can definitely maybe try to fire off at least one other attack, but we're going to miss there. We're going to get sand attacked, so then we're going to be even less likely to hit our attack. But I believe in the power of Minorak. Minorak, I said I believe in you. Why are you not managing to attack this thing? I truly do believe in you. Okay, so we've got this thing below health. Hasn't lowered our... Oh, you know what? Because this thing is trapped, I should stop using that attack. And I think I'll just go ahead and actually switch out here now that my brain is functioning again. We can send in our own Peblosa and let this one see the power of a true Peblosa. And I think one scratch, oops, if we can scratch it, should take that enemy down. So there we go, I'm guessing, yes, we do take it out. So since I have Minorak in the front and we are finding those super potions, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use one of our potions that we have, and I think that was in like the second bag here, yes, or second pocket I mean, and we'll go ahead and heal up our Minorak because there's no harm in doing that. Everybody else is looking good on health though for now, but I want to run down here because it looks like that's the way that we're supposed to be going, and I'm just curious what's going to be outside of this door really quickly. Alright, so Panglyph. Panglyph is definitely scary for our Minorak friend, but to Kidling it just looks like yum yum experience lunch. So we're gonna go ahead and switch into Kidling here and just get pecked, which shouldn't do too much to us. No, indeed it does not. And I'm hoping that maybe we can just one-shot this thing, and yes, we do. Very nice. Kidling is a wonderful starter, so happy that we picked this thing to begin our Nuzlocke journey with in Pokemon Sage, which has just been really cool and beautiful to look at so far. I'm trying to think if while I was grinding on screen if anything else happened. I didn't battle any trainers, didn't find any items other than the things that Peblosa picked up. You know, healed at Mom's a couple more times, but aside from getting our Pokegear, nothing really happened, and like I said, I hadn't even looked at that. And I had just gone back down to the cave, which there wasn't anything else, I don't think at this point, that we would be able to do in the cave. So that's why I just went ahead and headed on back to Trimbletown, and that brings us to where we are now in Downward Cave. So there we go. Minorak gonna get a level up, and our Peblosa here a little bit low health. So let's just see what's out this way. Oh, hey punk, watch where you're going. You're lucky I have places to be, or I'd teach you some respect. I better not see you again. Well, pretty sure that that was the bad guy that we saw steal that person's Pokemon earlier. Wow, so we're just gonna run into Pokemon left and right, and there's another Goblin. Boy, you know, I would have really liked to have run into this thing earlier, and of course we can't escape from it because we have Arena Trap. So yeah, it would have been really awesome to add a Goblin to the team. I'm not sure what type it is. It looks like it might be Dark type or something like that, and that'd be really cool to have a Dark type on the team this early. And, you know, vice versa, having a Bug type, but that's okay, it wasn't meant to be. So I'm gonna go into our bag here, and actually, let's see if we can find that Repel. I think it was in the first bag, or first, yeah. Okay, so we've actually got a couple of repels, so I'm going to go ahead and use one just because there are a lot of wild Pokemon spawning, and with Minorak in front, I'd really rather just battle Trainer. So I want to go back up this way. I'm not sure which way we're supposed to be going. There's this person that we can train, or, well, train against. She's wondering where her sister is. Well, Lass Allison, I have absolutely no idea where your sister is. She's going to have a Panglyph here. So we're definitely going to switch out against this thing. And, you know, I'm thinking I may go ahead and use a potion on Peblosa after this battle is over. Just get everybody healed up. You know, we're probably close to getting out of this cave, but I always think it's better safe than sorry. So not going to quite one-shot this thing, but you go ahead, Panglyph. You can use Harden. That is just fine with me because we're going to use another Ember here and go ahead and take this thing down. And I'm pretty sure she just had one Pokemon, but level 9, you know, I'm feeling like we leveled up pretty much to the right amount. I could have won with my sister by my side, so is that foreshadowing that perhaps there will be double battles in this game? I don't know. So let's go ahead and use a couple of these potions, and we'll use one on Peblosa, and you know what? I'm not taking any chances. Definitely not when it comes to our starter. So we'll go ahead and heal up there. And looks like this is just going to be a dead end. He's a hiker. What's he doing inside of a mountain? You know, I have always wondered that in Pokemon games, actually, myself. So he's going to have a Coblin. So if this thing is indeed a dark type, this Leech Life should be super effective, but it is howling, and that is scaring me. So fingers crossed that this is going to do a good amount of damage. Okay, it did a decent amount of damage, and we are going to get health back on whatever it uses if it attacks us. So, okay, it's going to use Taunt. That's fine, and hopefully we're going to be faster than it and just take it down. All right. Whew, when things start setting up, especially with their attack, oh, I don't like it. But, okay, we took down our Coblin there, or that Coblin there, thank goodness. And Minorak here is already up to level 9. And this guy's got a Peblosa, you know, we might as well switch in, let our own Peblosa take it down, and eventually I'm going to have to get Cub-Zero some more experience, because poor thing, it's falling a little bit behind in levels, but Peblosa is just, I don't know, he's great, or she's great, excuse me, look at that, got a crit and one-shot that other Peblosa, so just kind of our pinch hitter right now, I feel like, and now back to being our strongest member of the team. And we defeated Hiker Steven. Why am I losing to a kid? Well, probably because you only have 2 Pokemon and you don't know how to properly use them. So there we go, gonna get another super potion, very, very nice there, and we should be able to get out of here pretty quickly. It looks like we'll revisit this area at some point, because of those strength boulders down there. Oop, if we could run out, that would be terrific. So now we're gonna head down this way. Looks like we've got one more trainer to battle, and then I do believe that we will be out of here. Don't think you can sneak past me. Well, bud, we would have snuck past you because you were facing the wrong way. So our Minorak does not want to face a flying type Pokemon, so we'll switch into Cub-Zero here because I think that Cub-Zero is not going to have any trouble taking down this Harpy. And we'll be able to use, its awesome Ice Shard again, because we haven't been using that too much, and Cub-Zero is definitely one of my favorite members of the team. Although honestly it's hard to choose who my favorite is because they're all so amazing. But alright, so we defeated youngster Patrick. And he's right, we don't need to hide from anything. Oh, and the cave goes on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on. So we'll just stand here and let the sky come to us. Yes, indeed. Battle? Alright. Well, we're feeling pretty good, even going through a pretty long cave for early in the game like this, and we're gonna see a Capig, so I'm wondering here if we can maybe Sand Tomb this thing and knock it out with our Minorak. Oh, well, it's definitely good to know that Capig now has Rock Throw, or whatever that was, Rollout. I mean, that's gonna just get stronger and stronger every turn, so, Minorak, please hang in there, bud. Okay, we've got the Sand Tomb damage, and we also have Leech Life giving us health back every turn, so as long as we can survive just one more Rollout, okay, yeah, we're gonna be fine. And we're gonna get some health back here too. Okay, roll out on Capig. That's good to know. That's pretty scary. I'm actually glad that we've got Minorak on the team now for sure, because being a ground type, you know, it's not going to take too much damage from that. And yes, as always, we'll have Peblosa against Peblosa. I'm hoping his doesn't know rollout, because I would be wondering why mine doesn't know rollout. Nope, it probably doesn't, just being level 7. So, okay, let's go ahead and take this thing down here. Take it down, take it down. One more scratch to do it. Yes, and down goes the enemy Peblosa. So very nice, everybody. Got a great team, nice bit of diversity on it. Very happy with our catches so far. The repel's gonna wear off, and we're gonna run into another hiker. Kind of hoping not to see another Peblosa, or not a Peblosa, I'm sorry, but not another Capig with it knowing rollout. So let's go ahead and switch out here. We can switch into our Kidling, fire off some embers, and take this Pinglyph down, much like we did the one before. So he's gonna go for Ice Shard. Wow, getting a crit, yikes. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go ahead and Ember this thing, because I'm thinking 2 Embers and it should go down. And even if this thing were to get another crit, which it's not gonna get the opportunity to, we would definitely still survive that. Alright, so very nice. So this episode, much like the last one, it's running a little bit long, but you know what? Hey, that's okay. We're having a good time playing this game. So let's see if we cannot get out of this cave after battling that hiker, because as soon as we're out of the cave, we'll wrap up episode 2 and get ready for the next episode. So, you know, take a couple of steps when the repel wears off, and we're of course going to get our next wild encounter, and another one here to boot. So still running into Cub Zeros. So happy that that was the first Pokemon that we caught. It's just so cute. I love it. And it looks like we can go that other way, but I'd really like to find a Pokemon Center at this point. So thank you all so much for watching episode 2. We caught a Minorak, and I'm going to add it to the layout for episode 3. If you're enjoying Pokemon Sage so far, please do leave a like, leave a comment. I love the interaction. And in other news, I will see you all next time. Nerdy Birdie out. Mwah!